In this episode of Cinematically Everything, find out on Nadia's deepest, darkest fear, Hitat Joshi's weird sounding voice, and the weird tradition that's followed on his birthday, the Bollywood version of Money Heist, and the big question of the hour, Cinema versus OTT. So let's get ready to rumble! Debate, whatever. Just kidding, it's gonna be fun.
Hey guys, welcome to the show.
Where two guys argue cinematically everything. Cinematically
Everything, everything.
So, have you been watching some movies and shows lately?
Yeah, actually, I have been. There was no spur of new content, so I was really watching old stuff. Like there was Lucifer, then I rewatched Money Heist, and there was Inside Edge. I did it. I did it. I completed 2 seasons of Inside Edge. I watched Former Shots season 1 and 2. I'm
Haven't seen any
such a
movies or just show?
no even films. I watched KGF.
Oh, that's nice. I actually rewatched 3 right now. Have you seen the movie?
I previously have gone to watch 3 in the theaters on the first day.
So I saw it on my birthday.
Oh yeah, I remember you were damn late to watch the film,
Yeah,
and you were
and
cribbing, and you were cribbing about it.
you don't watch horror movies on your birthday, dude. That's like a tradition with me. I saw Bulbula on my birthday. I saw Spree on my birthday. Both of them horror comedy.
Remembering Bhool Bhulaiya, actually the post-production work for that film has already started.
Oh, the sequel.
Yeah, Bhool Bhulaiya 2.
Hmm. Yeah, well, even I have been watching some old movies like 1917 and all. I missed them in the cinema.
That
I saw
1917 isn't old. Only the years are old. Only the title is old. The film isn't old.
it's a 2019 film. I missed it in the cinemas. It is old enough.
Yeah, God knows we might not survive the coming months the way it is going.
Nah, I'll survive. तेरा पता नहीं.
I will really text you. क्यों बे? मारा नहीं?
We'll see about that.
So Hitar,
Hmm?
I think so. OTT platforms have given a huge relief to people,
In
and
this
I
hard
think so.
periods, yeah,
And it's been a
yeah, they
boon,
have.
man. It's been a boon,
Yeah, you can say that it's been great to have them. Like you can watch old movies that you missed in the
especially in
cinemas.
this
You can watch
pandemic.
stuff. Yeah,
Hitar,
it's
especially in this
been
pandemic, it's been really
have
good because
been like, yeah,
if you look at
I agree.
Indian TV, my God, you need to improve content, man.
Some shows were good with great ideas, but then, over here the thing is they have a set period of idea for like the first 10, 20 episodes, and after that they have no idea of how to continue the show, and then they just keep doing random stuff to it
No,
till it
so they
starts to
so
make
same with
sense.
so same with a show which a big star hosts where people have to go stay in the house. I won't name it, but you all
Yeah,
should
we
guess it
can't
very
name that
easily.
show. Yeah, we can't name that show, but yeah, a show in which people stay in a house and have fights 24/7.
I'm going to do a copy joke from your favorite comedian. I don't think so he's a favorite comedian, but I will still say your favorite comedian, Veer Das.
Okay.
Legal
Ah,
loophole.
yeah. Legal loophole. Yeah, he's one of my favorites.
So
So with him, I
yeah,
like Biswa.
yeah. So that show actually got a extension. So if the channel is getting that TRP or it's getting the sponsors or it does not have software to upload, it will surely extend the show and then the writers have nothing. So like I've been watching, they show 30 minutes of the show in a 1 hour episode. They will show 30
Mm.
minutes of the show and 30 minutes of ad. And there are shows where the half an hour shows like from 8:30 to 9 or 8 to 8:30
The daily soap opera.
barely Yeah, barely 11 minutes of content they are showing. Barely 11
Yeah,
minutes that non and that only consists of three scenes. Not even that. Three scenes you're showing the people on a day, then doing the recap or an intro, and then just ads. This is really good. That's why we are never being able to reach to the West. You look at the shows in the West.
we are kind of reaching the shows in the West through OTT. You know, the shows on
Yeah, yeah.
OTT, they are well thought of and everything because, and the best part about them is there's no time limit to them. Like if you have just 10 episodes, you can release them as the first season. You can take your time to complete the second season and then release it. It's not like,
But
yes, first season,
Hitar,
abhi kal mere ko second season ready chahiye. Here on the TV, it's like, okay, first season हो गया, अभी मेरे को second season चाहिए. They don't even have seasons actually. They're like 10 episodes हो गए ना, मेरे को अगले 10 episodes लिख के दे next week तक, मेरे को सब shoot करके चाहिए, मेरे को ये चाहिए, मेरे को. It's like
agreed, agreed.
keeps
But
running,
I would
right?
like
So the
to,
writers don't get time enough to figure out what to do next. Like you take any good Indian show with a good concept. Like there was this show on Sub TV called बड़ी दूर से आए हैं. Do you remember it?
yeah, yeah, I do remember it.
Yeah, that show was like, for those who don't know, it was about a family of aliens who come to Earth in order to search their missing son, who is stranded somewhere on Earth, and they are all taken human forms and they are trying to learn to be human. It was before PK, right? This film was before PK. I think so. Rajkumar Hirani was inspired from this show or what? I don't know.
No, no,
Uh,
no, no. I think so. This show was, if I'm not wrong, a copy or a official remake of some other show. But I would like to say one thing, Itar, one thing
yeah,
which makes me against OTT so much is that now people are actually shifting from TV. People are actually cutting off their uh, setup box connections and just getting a smart TV and using Netflix or Amazon or a Z5 or a Disney Plus. Why?
Sony Z5
Yeah, yeah.
boot.
They so many options they have, so they're
Yeah,
continuously surfing through them. They do not now go. They do not have a setup box. Some people I know.
but let me tell you one thing, okay? The
Yeah,
worst part, the bad part about having OTTs like this is, let's compare OTT with TV for a while. Like if you had a TV, you had this, like a channel plan every day. कि हाँ इतने बजे ये आएगा, उतने बजे वो आएगा. At this point, this
correct.
movie is coming. At that point, that show is coming. You know what's coming when, so accordingly you watch it. Now you have OTT.
Hmm.
You don't know. All episodes come at 12 midnight. It depends on where you watch. Like Amazon releases
So
all 5 episodes of a show at the same time, right? Amazon and Netflix.
so
So
that's
wait,
what
wait,
I'm
wait,
saying. Like
wait. Let me finish.
people have
If
nothing to do.
let me finish. Let me finish. If we watch them, okay, in like watch them one by one by one. Once we are done, we don't know what to watch next. Okay, like we just keep searching and all. It gets boring. On
Yeah,
TV you get it कि हाँ अभी next तेरे को देखना है तो तू ये देख. Next you're gonna watch this. Next you're gonna watch this. You're like okay, this is there. Ads are one sacrifice we had to make. Like a small price to pay for salvation. That was a Marvel reference right there. Yeah.
but Hitarth, now
Yeah.
I would like to cut you off, and I would like to just say this thing that because so many people have come on OTT,
Yeah.
there are so many cringe shows coming in on the platform and having almost no need for certain scenes. I would not say which scenes they are violent or they are sexual or whatever, but
Yeah.
there is no need. And if
They
the
are being
season one
added
of a
just to,
show,
get more audience. But I think so that's stupid to do that. You
yeah,
can pull off a show without those graphic stuff. You can
yeah,
pull off a show
that's true.
without much violence and still give
So
good enough
basically,
thrills. Like, wait, wait. There's this show called Sauronboot. Okay, it's a great show. It has graphic violence in it, but that's only in the very first episode. After that, there's like not much violence in the show. There's nothing else. There's just minor language in it. Yet it's thrilling. Yet it's fun. And the show is actually rooted in Hindu mythology, and it's like a very great show, and it doesn't have much recognition. Arshad Warsi does a great job in the show actually.
He's a great actor, but Hitarth,
Yeah, he is. Okay.
I
Yeah.
would just like to tell you one thing that अभी क्या हो गया है कि they release one season,
Huh?
okay, and they do not like a second season should come out next year. So basically, if you
Yeah.
see the web series, I would not name the series, but the series released in March on International Women's Day.
Hmm.
Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
people
Everyone knows
people actually
which
know, yeah, but legal loophole, yeah.
legal
Thanks,
loopholes. We are
Veerdas.
gonna exploit all of them.
Thanks, Veerdas.
Yeah. If you're listening to this, we'll be very honored. Can if anyone is listening, can you spread the word to Veerdas? We'll be honored, man.
Yeah, he gave us so much more freedom.
We and we would actually love to get him on a show if we can. Let's hope our
Yeah,
show
yeah, let's try.
grows. Let's try. Yes, another continue.
Yeah. So that show, I will tell you, the show has
Yeah.
copied 10,000 different things. I'm not even joking. So
Oh,
there's
there have
this,
been jokes on it. Okay, there are jokes on it like we just show women drinking and stuff, and we'll be like we're feminist. What?
no, so actually, I will like tell you, see, there should be one or two filler episodes if there's a 10 episode series. But when
Yeah,
like
bottle
almost
episodes.
all 9 episodes are all 10 episodes are filler only,
Then it just makes no sense.
yeah, मतलब they didn't have content, like कुछ भी करके extend कर रहे थे, and that's the problem that with OTT shows, like
You
it
know,
should have
people
a
had just
certain
similar
amount of
type
time
of
limit.
problem. Listen, listen. Some people
Hmm.
had a similar type of problem with the fourth season of a new show that came out. I don't think so I should name it because I'm saying bad stuff about it. But it's a great show. I honestly love that show. It's about it's a Spanish show about thieves. So now you guys know.
Legal loophole.
You know,
So
let's just
so Hitarth,
record
Hitarth,
legal
Hitarth, Hitarth.
loophole and we'll add that sound over and over again whenever we use it. You know, many people
But
had that
but
similar
but
problem with the fourth season of this show. Wait, let me finish. They had a
yeah,
similar problem with the fourth season of this show that it was like it felt like a filler because technically they were not doing much in this season. They were just fighting back and coming back to top. They could have done it in a little less time and added more stuff to it, but if like that, I honestly feel it was a good enough season of the show. I honestly
Hitarth,
feel that it was a good season.
Hitarth.
Some people think it's
I
a
watched
filler. I
this
don't know why.
series when it. So Hitarth,
Yeah,
the series which you're talking about,
yeah,
I actually watched it the moment it aired, the season 4. I
same,
would
same.
just like to say one thing: the
Yeah.
heist in Dawn 2 is better
Okay, now
than
you're.
this series.
Now I don't like it. Now I don't. Now I don't like you really.
No, actually, the season 4.
I loved this season. I'm gonna name this series because I loved it, and I don't care what you guys think. It's Money Heist. Okay, we're talking about Money Heist. If you are dumb enough not to understand what we were talking about,
But
who
Hitarth,
would
one
be
second,
dumb?
one second, one
Okay,
second. I would just like
but
to say one thing.
I loved it. Yeah, what?
Yeah, one thing. So actually, we are copying Vedas's legal loophole. So
Hmm?
actually, we are not doing a money heist. We are actually doing content heist.
Oh boy. Okay, okay.
Oh shit.
Enough content stealing. Let's get back to the topic now. Bad joke,
Yeah.
by the way. So, I honestly loved this season as much as I loved the rest of the seasons because this season actually showed a proper power struggle between the two parties, and they, like tried and tie loosen up all the knots they made in the third season. Just like completed the story loops in the third one and made it like wasn't exactly a filler. It was like continuing the story, but at a slower pace than the other episode.
But Hitarth, just this one thing I would like to say
Yeah.
that when it's worldwide. It's worldwide. It's not only in India on
Yeah.
OTT. When a series becomes popular and it gets a little more flex in the budget,
No
it
one
goes
cares.
haywire. It goes
That happens.
haywire. Trust me.
That happens.
So
That happens.
there's this series on Netflix. I'm not going to name it, but
Legal
it
loophole.
was it's one of the biggest Indian web series we have ever seen. It has two seasons. Like season one
And
was made on a
okay,
very
wait.
tight
It
budget.
has 2 seasons. Okay, it has 2 seasons, and wait. I'm searching for a reference. Aham Brahmasmi. Let's continue.
Yeah. So, like, the first season was made on a tight budget. It was not that tight, but it was made on a tight budget. And when the season one worked, they gave them a little more flex in the budget. And if you see, season two is way more disappointing. Same way, when you give directors a greater leverage of money, things tend up to not go so nice for the series. I've noticed, like, when three parts of Money Heist to work, the fourth part is actually not that exciting compared to the three
Okay,
what you
Anadi, I'm
actually
gonna
have.
stop you right there. I'm gonna stop you right there. I tell you what happens. Okay, Money Heist. They shoot 2 seasons at the 2 seasons all together, and they are like writing and shooting simultaneously. Not like they have written it before and now they are shooting. No, they're writing and shooting simultaneously, and they shoot 2 seasons at the same time. There's a whole documentary about this on Netflix. You can watch it. It's actually fun. To if you want to know what happens in season 5, you can actually get some hints. And no one knows what's going to happen to the characters. You know, like they come up with stuff on the spot. So I won't exactly say it was a bad thing. Like if you look at it in context with season 3 and you continue the story, it feels, like a proper continuation rather than something else. You feel that because you had a break between that. I would say just watch the whole thing together now. It feels like a one complete story.
But I would like to say one thing, Hitarth.
What?
Uh, the shows which have come from TV to OTT have
Yeah.
really dropped. They don't really match up to uh, the seasons which are already there. So, for example, a show uh, on Netflix which is about the devil. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, so first three seasons or four
War on
seasons,
Fox. 3 were on
yeah,
Fox, and
were
then fourth onwards it's on Netflix.
yeah, and I think so. The three seasons were pretty good, but the fourth season was slightly disappointing.
Okay, I honestly didn't like the third season because it has hit. The third one had a lot of bottle episodes in it. Bottle is another word for filler. The third had a lot of bottle episodes in it. Fourth was actually nice. It wasn't bad. It had this, whole new character arc for everyone and all, and it had a great cliffhanger ending. So for me, the third one was kind of, slow and boring, but it wasn't bad whatsoever. But let's okay uh, as we are talking Netflix and Money Heist, there's this one trend that started after season 4. It was that people were making a Bollywood cast of Money Heist. Okay, you
So,
there,
would
right?
you like to see a cast
No,
of
I want
Money
to tell
Heist in
you
Bollywood?
that India already did Money Heist. I tell you how. Okay, Money Heist season 1 was made in 2017, somewhere in May or something. Uh, June 2017, we had uh, a Indian movie called Bank Chor being released, and it is, if you watch the film carefully, it is kind of like Money Heist. Like robbers get themselves stuck in the bank on purpose. And yeah, spoiler alert. I'm sorry, spoiler alert for both of them. So well, the robbers get themselves stuck in the bank on purpose, get the get the cops to come outside. The bank chore is like a little
It has
faster
so
paced and
basically
all.
Money Heist. Yeah, Money
But
Heist has certain
if
elements
you
of Bank
come,
Chore.
yeah, they both have some certain elements of each other, and they both were released nearly at the same time. And like people are searching for an Indian cast. We already have an Indian version of it, but not much people saw the movie, and it kind of flopped. So we might not get a sequel for it ever, but Honestly, if any OTT platform can revive it, I would honestly love to watch it.
But Hitarth,
Yeah,
I would like to just say one thing about Money Heist is that
yeah.
this show, the story of the show,
Huh?
has been told multiple times. It's not the exact story, but this story as a whole has been
Yeah.
told a, a lot of times. Like
Robin
in
Hood.
Bollywood itself, in the 60s or the 70s or the 80s, I don't know the year, but there was this
Yeah.
film with a big actor. So this big actor who did it, I
Unnameable
don't
film.
remember. No, I don't remember the name. I'll have to go and actually find
Okay.
this. But I was talking to my grandmother, and she found out. She told me that this when I was narrating Money Heist to her. She actually
Huh?
told me this. So this story is actually retold many times.
Yeah, but every
That
time it's told with a different taste, with a different
different
style, right?
different taste and different style. Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Not
This
all the elements
version of
match,
it,
but
maybe this
most of
version of
them.
story is the best. Yeah. But okay, well,
Yeah.
as people are talking about the Bollywood version of Money Heist, honestly, well, we do have Bank Chor, but the Bollywood version of Money Heist, what would your cast be, Anadia? Let's compare our casts. Okay.
So I would absolutely like Shah Rukh to play the professor.
Okay. I would want I won't want Shah Rukh to play the professor. I would want Shah Rukh to play Berlin because he'll bring that sort of he would be able to bring that kind of decent type yet mad kind of thing. Like he did that in Dawn, and Berlin is way similar to Dawn in character forms. For me, the professor would have to
So
be wait. For me, the professor would have to be Ayushman Khurrana.
no, Hitarth, I think so. Uh, the professor requires a
Yeah.
far greater level of performance and certain elements which only Shah Rukh can bring. Certain elements only Shah Rukh can bring, and I would like to say one thing. According to sources of a very big newspaper and some websites, you can go and search it on Google. Shah
Newspaper.
Rukh's production
Do you mean
house.
by wait? With newspaper, do you mean Hindustan Times?
No, 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 no.
Okay, you don't mean Hindustan Times. Okay.
Thank you, Veerdas, for not suing us.
Thank you. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so I would not name the newspaper under any circumstances, but you can actually find it on net. So basically, what they wrote is Shah Rukh's production house, Red Chili uh, Productions, have actually
Yeah.
acquired the rights of Money Heist season 1 and 2.
Well, it
So
would.
it might be getting its Indian version soon. And Shah
Yeah,
Rukh
I
only
wouldn't
might
want
play
to
the
watch.
professor. Because if you see
I
Shah Rukh,
wouldn't want to watch it
yeah,
because we already know the story, and second is unless they put their own spin on the story and keep all the Bollywoodish stuff less, the story would
I
not,
think so.
appeal
Hitar,
much
Hitar,
people. Yeah. Huh?
Hitar. I think so. It might be a great story for Dawn 3.
Yo,
God knows.
it would work for Dawn 3. They would
Yeah,
have to
it's guys.
fast
It's
pace
just
it a lot.
speculation,
Speculation,
guys.
okay, complete
Guys, it's
speculation.
just speculation. Yeah, yeah.
But if they, fast pace the story a lot and, work on the characters enough, Dawn 3 would be great to watch.
So,
Let's pitch this to Farhan Akhtar. If anyone can spread this to Farhan Akhtar, yeah, tell him Dawn 3 must have this.
so people listening to this, we have no absolutely. We are absolutely lazy, so we are telling you guys to go and approach these top people and make them
Yeah,
listen to our shit. Basically,
spread the
we are
hashtags,
marketing.
okay? Spread the hashtag
Basically, we are
Dawn 3
marketing.
should be Dawn 3 is equal to money heist. Hashtag Dawn 3 is equal to money heist.
So there was this.
And for
There was this.
Veerdas, wait, and for Veerdas, spread the hashtag legal loophole Veerdas. Yeah, we're going to call it legal loophole, not Veerdas, only legal loophole. Hashtag legal loophole.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tag Vida Cinema and tell him to contact me. Y'all know me, guys, and I would like to really thank him for lending his content to us.
yeah.
And thanks Netflix for not suing us because the content
Thanks
was actually
Amazon for
uploaded
not
to
suing
Netflix
us. Thanks all the OTT platforms for not suing us. Well,
until now.
until now, yeah. Well, Anadya,
Yeah.
we're talking about all these big OTTs and all. Do you know TVF Play?
Uh, I somewhat know about it.
For those who don't know TVF
I think
Play,
so. It's
TVF
India's.
stands for the viral fever. It's like India's very first OTT, most probably. And honestly, it has its
But
own original and great content on it. You guys should check it out. TVF actually released a new show in support with Amazon. It's called Panchayat.
so Hitarth,
Yeah,
uh, there are also a number of original Indian platforms such as Alt Palaji, but we will let that conversation be for another episode.
yeah, for another
But
episode.
so, guys,
Okay,
this is purely
before we
speculation.
go
I
to the
don't know.
final segment of the episode, okay, before we go to the final segment of the episode,
Yeah.
I want to I want to tell about this one new upcoming OTT service, okay. Everyone is talking about it. Everyone is talking about this OTT service. Everyone knows it. It's uh, this is the OTT service that made possible hashtag release the Snyder Cut. I'm talking about HBO Max, okay, by Warner Brothers. Anadya, do you know how much it costs per month in Indian rupees?
Maybe 1,000, 1,200 bucks.
Oh, it's more than 1,000. It's 1,400. It's 1,400 bucks. Maybe 1,400 or 1,500 bucks a month. Okay.
Dude, because of this pandemic, I have gone bankrupt, and I will support any kind of piracy if they are going to quote this kind of amount, man.
I mean,
Just
okay,
joking,
I
guys. Just
agree.
joking. Just
I
joking.
agree.
Just
I
joking.
Yeah. Okay, he's joking. Don't worry. We don't do torrents and stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Bad. That got dark. Okay. Okay. So
Dark Season 3 is coming, guys.
yeah, Dark Season 3 is coming June 27th. The final
That's a
season of the series.
series.
Yeah, the final season.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the final season. It's gonna complete the whole timeline and stuff. Go check it out on Netflix. That's a recommendation right there. Okay,
Yeah.
coming back to the topic, HBO Max provides you content like, well, you have DC, so you get all DC shows, including the Snyder Cut and stuff. Next you have is next you get Cartoon Network, all the classic Cartoon Network shows like Ben 10, Courage the Cowardly Dog. Anna, do you remember these shows?
Yeah, I do.
I used to
And
like Courage the Cowardly Dog, and I used to be scared of it at the same time. I used to like the show and be scared of it at the same time. It was brilliant, actually.
so, guys, so I hated Ben 10, a part of Ben 10, because it had a part of a clown. And just to tell people, I really hate clowns. I really hate clowns. I cannot bear them. I can, I will go mad if some of them come near me.
Okay, let's not discuss our personal fears on the podcast. Wait, you hate clowns and you went to see Joker in the cinema. Are you stupid? Literally, are you
But
stupid or
Joker,
something?
but Joker is not about a clown. It's about this man. It is
Yeah, but
just
he dresses up as a clown. He
no,
literally
no, no, no.
dresses up as a clown, dude. What the hell?
Painting the face is a different thing, but that ball which they put and their eyes, and then they wear that Malinga wig. It's
Wait,
it's
what?
it's
The
really
Malinga wig?
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
think so. We
Have you
can.
been to Rambo Circus?
Yeah, I've been to Rambo Circus. Everyone Many people have been to Rainbow Circles. Like we get free tickets from school sometimes.
I would like to say they do amazing job, but there's just something happened to me with clowns, so I hate them.
Okay, let's not. Okay, fine. Let's just stop it right there. Right. We'll discuss your personal fears on some other podcast.
Yeah,
Therapeutic
okay.
session. Okay, guys. If you want another podcast with me and Anadia, which I don't think so, you want if you have been listening so far, uh, do follow us on Instagram and all. And Instagram, it's cinematically everything. We might release a new podcast, therapeutic, the therapy of Anadya Thakkar and Hitat Joshi. Yes. Well, okay. Coming
If
back to HBO
if
Max, we just went
if
far away
we
from the topic. Yeah, if we
guys,
what?
just let me say one thing. If you all vote to actually make a new podcast, I I I think so. People are actually now going to start reporting Spotify like they did to a Chinese app.
That a Chinese app that Kariminati roasted pretty bad,
Uh, Hita, do you know the
and
brand
we
new, the
support
latest
YouTube in
news?
that. So yeah, legal loopholes. Okay, we are going to be discussing that whole fight in another episode. So let's just save that for that. Coming back to HBO Max, actually, I've been trying to come back since when, but we are just far away. Okay, coming back. So yeah, well, they have Cartoon Network, they have DC, they have True TV, which brings them Impractical Jokers and stuff. Impractical Jokers is quite a great show. I don't know if many people watch it. Then they have HBO series like Chernobyl, Game of Thrones, everything. They have everything from Warner Brothers that brings them Friends, Tom and Jerry, stuff like that. And they have Adult Swim, so that gives them Rick and Morty too. So like they have a big package and a big content library, like a library that's kind of bigger than Disney's, I can say. Maybe, okay, maybe bigger than Disney. So they are bringing in great content, but I don't think so. That's a great price to charge for. 1400 is like पैसा खाली हो गया यार जेब
Yeah,
से.
it's but Hita, uh,
Yeah.
this I've got to know from my sources. I won't reveal the
Okay.
name or anything, but there's actually a serious consideration going to this app. So a very big shot in this country is planning to
Hmm.
launch a app where
Okay.
a film which will release in the theaters will
Hmm.
be available to people on the same day of its release on their mobile phones through this app on a reduced rate.
That kills
So
cinema,
basically,
dude. That will kill cinema.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know what?
So basically,
Do you
if
support
the
the app?
nah, I don't.
Do
Even
you
though
support
OTT is
OTT
great,
though?
I don't. Yeah, I support OTT, but I don't support this.
Okay, on some level, I support OTTs too, but on some level, I feel they are kind of killing cinema. On some level, you know what?
No, I don't think so. They're killing cinema. OTT
I
are
think that,
completely
man.
different.
Yeah, fine, I agree
The
कि सिनेमा जाने में पैसा लगता है, पर it's an event, it's an experience, it's amazing. Some cinema
agreed,
is
but you
not
can
worth
make
it. Like 4D stuff is not required. Like shaking seats and all, you don't want that. But if IMAX movies, watching movies in IMAX, I saw Tanaji in the theaters. I saw it with you, right? We both saw Tanaji on
yeah.
the first day or so.
People were whistling, people were shouting,
Yeah, that's an experience. Like
and
I saw
yeah,
Endgame,
that's an
I saw
experience.
Infinity War on the first day. Okay, Infinity War is a emotional roller coaster. People were screaming when Thor entered Wakanda. People were, laughing, enjoying when Captain America, enters from that train scene. It's just like whoa, Captain America. People were laughing when they were cracking jokes in the movie. People were
Uh,
genuinely sad when the characters were dying. Same for Endgame. I saw it on the first day. That's an
Hitat,
experience. You don't get that at home. तू घर पे बैठ के
Hitarth,
फोन पे देखेगा क्या मतलब? या व्हाट?
Hitarth, I would just
या
like to say one thing. You talk about this happening in the theater, which is in the
या
suburbs where you watch Infinity Wars. I went to watch it at a Sobo theater. It's a very, what do you say, premium theater, and it was
ओके.
a special kind of theater and was a late night show. A late night show for Avengers Endgame in a Sobo theater being full, people actually coming with Aarti ka thalis and nariyals, like putting
So
Tilak on Robert Downey Jr. and all. So the films have become emotions, and I
that's
think
what
so.
I'm
Emotions
saying.
can be watched from everywhere, and it's not a compulsion that cinema में देखोगे तो ही अच्छा लगेगा. If it's an emotion, you can watch it anywhere and enjoy.
No, no, no. See, they were coming and doing the thali आरती and all. You know that because you went to the cinema. रजनीकांत का आरती होता है, तेरे को कैसा पता है रजनीकांत का आरती होता है? वो सिनेमा में तू जाता है, तू देखता है कि लोग रजनीकांत का आरती कर रहे हैं जब वो सिनेमा में एंट्री मारते हैं, तेरे को पता है. You know, some things in cinemas, you know, like Indian cinemas, forget all the Hollywood cinemas and all. Indian cinemas are a different thing altogether. Okay, in India, if there's cinema, people, there are few people who think actors are god. They pray to them. You get to see them pray to actors. It's stupid and funny and it's enjoyable at the same time. You get no films for one ka paisa.
Hitarth,
I think so. You agree to this, right?
somewhat, but Hitarth, I would just like to say one thing. There
What?
are a number of limitations what Indian television and in Indian films can show on in cinemas, but there's no sense there's not a censor board sitting on top of OTT platforms. So OTT platforms can actually upload whatever they want. Like
Yeah,
if
that's
a
the problem,
director
right? They are
wants
uploading
to,
whatever they want. Okay, wait. Something they are uploading whatever they want, but they're adding unnecessary stuff too, right? At the same time, you said that point earlier in the podcast. I'm gonna, use your words against yours. They are adding unnecessary stuff sometimes. Sometimes, not always. And
yeah,
as
but
far as the censor board goes, I agree. The censor board in India is crazy. But if we get like, okay, I can't name him. I'm gonna cut that part off where I named him. I'm gonna put beeps there. Well, the dude who run it is now gone. I don't. I think so. He's gone, right? He's gone, right?
yeah, they sacked him.
Yeah. So now there's a new dude who runs the censor board. But if we get a decent guy who runs the censor board and knows what films get what censorship and everything, proper censorships, and maybe if India has a better censorship, like in US there's PG movies that are parental guidance. There's PG-13, so that's for 13 plus. Then there's R. R is for 17 plus, and then there's G. G is for everyone. That's the fight is there. In India, it's just U, UA, and A. That's it. U is for everyone. UA is
Universal.
parental guidance. Yeah, U is universal. UA is parental guidance. A is for adults only, 18 plus. That's the only three things there. And if not three, then it's banned.
So, Hita, do you know something?
Yeah, what?
So there was this film directed by a big director. It was based on the life of Banaras and Assi Ghats. I won't name the film. Please do not. People
Okay.
Google it. You all will get to know. That film was given S, special rating. Deadpool was originally supposed to get a S rating because of its whatever was being shown. Why?
Okay.
Because S rating is a very rare rating. They now have removed it, but previously it used to exist. They
Okay.
used to rate it so that only a certain amount of people, so people about 28 can watch it, doctors and important people can only watch that film. So it's not key that rating is gone, thank God, but this is not a it's a democracy. You should allow whatever content people want. Like certain
Yeah,
films get
I
banned
agree,
because of
agree.
it.
Yeah, you're right. Like free speech and stuff like that brings us to. Okay,
A roast
I'm
happened in
gonna.
South Bombay.
Okay, I'm gonna mention the only live roast that happened in India. I can't name it apparently, but most if you search for it, the only live roast that happened in India. Okay, it had all big names. Okay, so that that thing was gone because in India free speech is kind of a messed up thing. You can't define free speech particularly in India, and I agree with your point. Ki censor board is kind of not good, but if we get a proper censor board, a good enough censor board, I guess some movies deserve that cinematic appeal that than the others. Like Tumbar deserves cinematic appeal rather than it being just seen by a few people and then being on Amazon and no one watching it.
But I think so, Hitarth.
Like people were
OTT
watching
has a
Reel
far
TV and
greater
all.
outreach.
Yeah, it has an
OTT has a
outreach.
far greater outreach. So I think so people, if a little bit of awareness is spread when releasing on OTT, rather than releasing it in cinemas and then on OTT, just direct to OTT, then actually it might the upload the OTT platform might help you promote it, and people might actually watch it and like it, and you might get a second season or you might earn a lot of money from it. So I
No,
think
I'm
so.
not saying that
It's
OTTs are bad. No. I'm not saying OTTs are bad. I'm saying that movies should be in cinemas and then in OTT. It should follow that cycle. कि पहले YouTube पे ट्रेलर आया, मूवी सिनेमा में मूवी आया, OTT पे मूवी आया, और फिर वो मूवी लोग भूल गए. और फिर
but this
unless it's a very good movie, people forget about that movie, and then they remember it somewhere कुछ सालों बाद कि अच्छा ऐसा मूवी हुआ करता था मेरे जमाने में. and then some other producer gets an idea about it and they make a remake of it. That's Bollywood movie making everybody.
no, that's
पुराना
not
मूवी
Bollywood movie making anybody. But Hitarth, I would just like to say one thing: this debate is never ending. This debate is never going to end.
okay, yeah, it's never gonna end, but our recording is gonna end pretty soon. So, well, I guess let's just end the episode here. And I'm telling you what, we're gonna release a mini episode in which we'll discuss the end because I'm gonna host a poll on Instagram. Uh, Anade will also host it, and I will also keep it on our page, on our podcast page, and you guys select what is what, which is better, cinemas or OTT. You guys decide because as much as it's my and Anade's podcast, it's your podcast too. Okay, you guys make it a complete thing.
No, just please, yeah, like and share this podcast and listen to it so you can actually get more gyan by me about cinema.
And yeah, guys, we are right now we are just discussing cinema on the top and all. We will have education type episodes also in which we would actually be discussing how to write good stories and all. I mean, we are not saying we are good writers or we are some source key you should
But we would
trust.
actually give you tips on how to make a Bollywood film.
Yeah, we'll give you tips and all that we have learned so far. We will be giving movie reviews. We will be giving movie reviews. We'll have some episodes coming out. The movie reviews and all would be our mini episodes. And
Guys,
guys, please do
guys,
follow. Yeah.
we yeah, please follow us, listen to us, because then we can give gyan and we can gain a sponsor for us and earn thoda paisa in this pandemic. But I would just like to say one thing: tell Veerdas we use this legal loophole and get him on this podcast. Come on, guys, we
Yeah,
can
guys,
do it.
spread the word. Spread the word. Veer Das on cinematically everything and hashtag legal loophole. Spread these two hashtags. वो
Thank you,
काफी है.
guys.
Guys,
We
spread
will.
the word. Spread the word and spread the hashtag cinematically everything and tell us what you felt about this episode. You can also DM us on Instagram. The handle cinematically everything. Again, I'm telling you, we're also on Twitter and Spotify पे तो है ही हम लोग. To we are also available on other podcast websites like Google Podcast, Pocket Cast, Radio Cast, and a lot of stuff. I don't even remember the 5 6 podcasts we are on. The links are all in our Instagram bio. So if you're not using Spotify, you would want to listen to it somewhere else, go check them out. Please follow us. This was just the first episode. The content will improve, obviously. And overall, thank you for listening. It's been great having you as an audience. The end.
Thank you
Wow.
guys. The end.